Hello all, welcome to Genius channel. We'll be seeing some NDA previous year maths questions today. So all of you go through the question number 62. Question number 62. What is the radius of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square minus 6x plus 8y minus 10z plus 1 equal to 0? You have to find the radius of the sphere whose equation is given in the question. Options are 5, 2, 7, 3. Okay, all of you please try to do this. Once you get the answer, comment your answers. I'll give you 1 minute for solving this question. Okay, did you get the answer? Anybody got the answer? See, very simple question, direct question. What is the formula for finding the radius of a sphere? If the equation is given, equation of circle sphere is given, the equation of the sphere is given, how to find the radius? Radius, the formula is r is equal to root of u square plus v square plus w square minus d. R is equal to root of u square plus v square plus w square minus d. Now you need what is u, v, w. Okay, for getting that, you just compare with the standard equation of the circle. What is the standard equation? X square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux plus 2vy plus 2wz plus d equal to 0. This is the standard equation. So from on comparing this equation, right, given equation x square plus y square plus z square minus 6x plus 8y minus 10z plus 1 equal to 0. Just compare. In the place of 2ux, you have here minus 6x. So 2ux is equal to minus 6x. So what is u? U is equal to minus 3. Now compare coefficient of y here. 2vy is equal to 8y. So what is v? V equal to 4. Then 2wz. 2wz is equal to minus 10z. So what is w? Minus 5. So u is equal to minus 3. V is equal to 4. W is equal to minus 5. And here d is equal to, see, compare, d is equal to 1. D is equal to 1. Okay, now just substitute here to find the radius. R is equal to root of u square minus 3 square plus v square, that is 4 square, plus w square minus 5 square minus d is 1. So just substitute root of 9 plus 16 plus 25 minus 1. So what did you get as answer? Root of 9 plus 16 plus 25 minus 1, root 49, isn't it? So root 49, that is 7. So radius, here option C is the correct answer. 7 is the correct answer. Okay, got it? Easy now. Direct question. Copy down this. If you don't know the formula for radius, please study this. R is equal to root of u square plus v square plus w square minus d. Moving to the next question. Question number 63. Read the question number 63. Equation of the plane passing through the intersection of the planes. 63. The equation of the plane passing through the intersection of the planes 2x plus y plus 2z is equal to 9, comma 4x minus 5y minus 4z equal to 1, and the point 3, comma 2, comma 1 is. And you are given with the options A, B, C, D. 10x minus 2y plus 2z equal to 28. 10x plus 2y plus 2z equal to 28. 10x plus 2y minus 2z equal to 28. 10x minus 2y minus 2z equal to 24. You have to try this. I'll give you 1 minute. Just try and comment your answers and listen. Yeah, what is the meaning? Are you able to follow the meaning? You have to find the equation of a plane, and that plane is passing through intersection of two planes. That plane is passing through the intersection of two planes. If there is a plane 1 and plane 2, this plane is passing through the intersection of these two planes, and it is passing through a point 3, 2, 1. The plane that we need to find is passing through the intersection of these two planes, and it is passing through the point 3, 2, 1. Direct question. If you have just prepared 3D, that you can solve this. Just try and comment your answers. Okay. So listen. How to solve this direct question now? How can we write the equation of a plane passing through the intersection of two planes? What is the formula for finding the plane which is passing through the intersection of two planes? How would you write? You will write the equation of the first plane plus lambda equation of the second plane, isn't it? Equation of the first plane plus lambda equation of the second plane equal to 0, isn't it? Equation of the first plane plus lambda equation of the second plane equal to 0. This is the equation of the plane passing through intersection of two planes. Okay. Now, what is the first plane? That is 2x plus y plus 2z minus 9, isn't it? Plus lambda into, what is the equation of second plane? 4x minus 5z, sorry, 5y minus 4z minus 1 equal to 0. So this is the equation of the plane passing through the intersection of two planes, P1 plus lambda P2. Now see, why we don't have lambda, value of lambda. For that only they have given the point through which this plane passes. This plane passes through 3, 2, 1. That means x can take value 3, y can take value 2, z can take value 1. So substitute that here. I'm writing the remaining portion here. 2 into 3 plus y is 2 plus 2 into z is 1 minus 9 plus, I'm substituting over here. Okay. Lambda into 4 into 3 minus 5 into 2 minus 4 into 1 minus 1 equal to 0. So 6 plus 2 minus 9 plus 12 lambda minus 10 lambda minus 4 lambda minus 1 equal to 1 lambda, that is equal to 0. So just solve this. 6 plus 4, 10 minus 1, 9. 10 minus 9, 1 plus here 2 lambda minus 4 lambda, that is minus 2 lambda minus 3 lambda equal to 0. So 1 is equal to 3 lambda. Lambda you get as 1 by. Are you getting lambda as 1 by 3? Yes. Lambda is equal to 1 by 3. Okay. Now you have to find the equation of the plane. So substitute lambda here. We have found out lambda. Now substitute lambda here. So for how to substitute 2x plus y plus 2z minus 9 plus lambda is 1 by 3. 4x minus 5y minus 4z minus 1 equal to 0. Now just solve this. You'll get 6x plus 3y plus 6z minus 27 plus 4x minus 5y minus 4z minus 1 equal to 0. So this 6x plus 4x 10x 3y minus y 5y, that is minus 2y, 6z minus 4z, that is plus 2z, minus 27 minus 1, that is 28. So it is 10x minus 2y plus 2z equal to 28. Option A is the correct answer. Okay, so that is a direct question to find the equation of the plane passing through the intersection of two planes. So the formula is P1 plus lambda P2. Then you have to find lambda. For that they have given a point over here. Substitute that point, find lambda, then come back to the main equation, substitute their lambda, find out the equation of the plane. Just go through. Let's go to the next question. Question number 64. Read the question number 64. The distance between the parallel planes 4x minus 2y plus 4z plus 9 equal to 0 and 8x minus 4y plus 8z plus 21 equal to 0. Question number 64. Or if you go through the question, please answer that. Options 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 7 by 4. That is also a direct question. Once you get the answer, just comment the answers. So they have given that these are parallel planes. How can you identify whether the planes are parallel if not given? Here they are given, these are parallel planes. But if they are not given, how to identify that? See, if they are parallel planes means the coefficients will be proportional. 4, 8, double is there. Minus 2, minus 4. 4, 8. So the ratio is same, isn't it? See the ratio. 4 by 8 equal to minus 2 by minus 4 equal to 4 by 8. 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So if these ratios are same, we can say that these two planes are parallel. Now here they are already given these two are parallel planes. Then how to find the distance between parallel planes? How to find the distance between parallel planes? What is the formula? Formula is modulus of d2 minus d1 divided by root of modulus of d2 minus d1 divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Okay, now how to find d2 minus d2, how to do d2 minus d1? This equation is in the simple manner. How can we write this equation as 8x minus 4y plus 8z plus 21 equal to 0. This we can write it as 4x minus 2y plus 4z plus 21 by 2 equal to 0. 4x minus 2y plus 4z plus 21 by 2 is equal to 0. So that is d2. d2 is 21 by 2. What is d1? d1 is 9. This is d2, that is 21 by 2. d1 is 9. Now substitute here. That is modulus of d2 is 21 by 2 minus 9 divided by root of a is 4, b is minus 2, c is 4. So 4 square plus minus 2 square plus 4 square. So that is, solve this. What do you get? Just give me the answer. 3 by 2 divided by root of 36, isn't it? 16 plus 16, 32 plus 4, 36. Root 36, so you get 6. So it is 3 by 2 by 6. 3 by 2 by 6, isn't it? So your answer is 1 by 4. Distance between these two parallel planes is 1 by 4. Option A is the correct answer. Option A. Moving on to the next question. Question number 65. What are the direction cosines of z axis? 65. Question number 65. What are the direction cosines of z axis? I'll give you 10 seconds. Tell me the answer fast. Direct question. What's the answer? What do you mean by direction cosines? Direction cosines means cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Cos alpha means angle made with x-axis. So z axis makes 90 degree with x-axis. So cos 90. Cos beta means angle with the beta means angle with y-axis. So z axis makes 90 degree with y-axis also. Then gamma means angle made with z axis. So z axis makes 0 degree with z axis. So cos 0. So cos 90 0, cos 90 0, cos 0 1. So what is the direction ratio cosines? Direction cosines of z axis is 0, 0, 1. Okay, now tell me what are the direction cosines of x-axis? Direction cosines of x-axis would be 0, 1, 1, isn't it? Because x-axis with x-axis angle 0. Sorry. Let's write what is the direction cosines of x-axis? 1, 0, 0, isn't it? Why? Because makes cos 0 degree with x-axis. So cos 0, 1, 90 degrees with other two axes. So cos 90, 0, 0. Now what about y-axis? This is for x-axis. Direction cosines of x-axis. What about direction cosines of y-axis? It will be 0, 1, 0. Isn't it? So answer is option D, 0, 0, 1. Move to the next question. Question number 66. If a vector A equal to I cap minus 2j cap plus 5k cap, B is equal to 2I cap plus j cap minus 3k cap, what is B minus A dot 3A plus B equal to? You have to do this. You have to find out this. Options already given: 106, minus 106, 53, minus 53. I'll give you 1 minute. Please try. Comment your answers also. Did you get the answer? I've got the answer. So you have to first do B minus A. B minus A means B vector minus A vector. What did you get? 2 minus 1, 1. So 1 I cap. 1 minus minus 2, 3 j cap. Minus 3 minus 5, minus 8 k cap. Then what is 3A plus B? So first find 3A. 3A means 3 into this A vector. That is 3 I cap minus 6 j cap plus 15 k cap. Then 3A plus B vector. So B vector is this one. 3A plus B vector means, what is that? 3A is this one plus B, that is 5 I cap minus 6 plus 1, that is minus 5 J cap. Then 15 minus 3, that is plus 12 K cap. Now what you have to do? You have to do B minus A vector dot 3A plus B vector. So B minus A vector is 1 I cap plus 3 J cap minus 8 K cap dot 3A plus B, that is 5 I cap minus 5 J cap plus 12 K cap. Now how to do a dot product? You will do like A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2. That is A dot B. Two vectors have to be dotted. How do you do? You have to do A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2. So here 1 into 5 5 plus 3 into minus 5 minus 15 plus minus 8 into 12, that is minus 96. Wait. So what is the answer? Minus 106. Answer is minus 106. Option B is the correct answer. Go through this. This is a direct question only. Only you have to know how to add vector, how to subtract vector, how to take the dot product. Let's go to the next question. If the position vectors of points A and B, question number 67. The position vectors of points A and B are 3i minus 2j plus k cap and 2i plus 4j minus 3k cap respectively. What is the length of AB? What is the length of AB? Very easy question, very direct question. I want you to do this. So I'll give you 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, you have to do this very easy, very direct question. Okay, tell me whether you got the answer. How to find the length of AB. So before going to that, I'll just explain you what is position vector. Suppose I have a point A and I have a point B. Position vector means the vector pointing towards A and B from origin. Okay, so this is position vector of A, 3i minus 2j plus k cap. This is origin. Then 2i cap plus 4j minus 3 cap. These are position vectors of A and B. You are asked to find the length of AB. You are asked to find the length of AB. So length of AB means you have to find this length. So for finding that length, I am just going to find this vector. How to find this vector AB? You have to just subtract these two position vectors. So 2 minus 3AB means starting point is A, ending point is B. So what you have to do? You have to do B minus A. Position vector of B minus position vector of A. Position vector we usually denote as OB and OA. Position vector of, so this is OA, this is OB. So position vector of AB means OB minus OA. So do OB minus OA, 2 minus 3 minus 1 I cap, 4 minus minus 2 that is 6 J cap, minus 3 minus 1 minus 4 K cap. Okay, so that is AB vector. What is AB vector? AB vector is minus 1 I cap plus 6 J cap minus 4 K cap. So you have to find the length of AB vector. How to find the length of AB vector? Length of AB vector, that is just magnitude of AB vector. Magnitude of AB vector, that is that root of minus 1 square plus 6 square plus minus 4 square. So that is root of 1 plus 36 plus 16. That is root 53. Root 53 units. That is option D is the correct answer. Root 53 is the correct answer. So you have to just understand the meaning of position vector. Position vector is the vector from origin to that point. Okay, so usually we don't denote position vector as OA, OB, OC, etc. So if AB vector is nothing but OB vector minus OA vector, now then you get AB, then length of AB means it is just the magnitude of AB. Root of x square plus y square plus z square will be the magnitude. Move on to next question. Question number 68. Question number 68. If in a right angled triangle ABC hypotenuse AC is P, what is AB dot AC plus BC dot BA plus CA dot CB equal to? So I want you to answer this and comment your answers. Just read the question carefully and try to do. This is also a question from the chapter vector algebra. Please try. And once you get the answer, comment it. Got it? Have you got the answer? So what's the answer you're getting? Will you get p square as the answer? P square. Okay, let me show this. See, you are given that there's a right triangle, isn't it? Right triangle and right angle, infinite right angle triangle, hypotenuse AC. Hypotenuse is AC, that is given as P. So hypotenuse is given as P. So the side opposite to 90 degree will be the hypotenuse, isn't it? So this is hypotenuse. We are asked to find this. So let me do how to do this. What do you mean by dot product? Here they are doing dot, dot, dot. What is dot product? Suppose we have two vectors A and B. What is dot product? A dot B is magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. That is dot product. That is cross product. Just for your info. What is cross product? A vector A, magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B into sine theta. That is cross product. Dot product is cos theta coming. Now here they are giving A dot AB dot AC. So how can we write? Magnitude of AB, magnitude of AC into cos theta. Plus, what is BC? So AB is this one, isn't it? AB is this one, AC is this one. So if I am marking this theta, I can write it cos theta. So this is, it's not, I'm just writing because AB, AC, angle between them I am taking as theta. Then BC, BA, BC, BA. What is the angle between them? BC and BA, it is 90 degrees. So magnitude of BC into magnitude of BA into cos 90. Plus, what will be this angle? This angle will be 90 minus theta, isn't it? This is theta, this is 90, this is 90 minus theta. So that is CA, magnitude of CA into magnitude of CB into cos 90 minus theta, isn't it? Because some of the angles in a right triangle or in a triangle will be 180. So this is 90 means this is theta means this will be obviously 90 minus theta. This is what we have to find out. Now what I am going to do is AB, AC. So okay, so listen, what is AC cos theta? AC cos theta, AC cos theta, AC cos theta means side adjacent, that is AB. No, AC cos theta is AB. AC cos theta is AB because cos theta we have opposite adjacent by hypotenuse, isn't it? Adjacent by hypotenuse. So what is AC cos theta? That is AB. Okay, so AC cos theta I can write it as AB itself. Then here cos 90 is 0, so we can write that term as 0. Then similarly, if you do cos 90 minus theta, you will get CB. This CB, no, this CA cos theta, this CA cos 90 minus theta, I can write it as CA cos 90 minus theta, I can write it as CB. So this is CB into CB. So this is AB square plus CB square. AB square plus AB square plus CB square. That is what? That is nothing but we can apply Pythagoras theorem. AB square plus BC square is AC square, isn't it? So AC square is nothing but AC is given as P, that is P square. So the answer is option A, P square. Option A, P square is the correct answer. So please copy down this. Here we are applying the trigonometry. Here we are applying dot product. Here we are applying Pythagoras theorem. Three things we are applying. Just go through. Answer is option A, P square. So we'll see with some more questions in the next video. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next class.